Massachusetts Senator Elizabeth Warren has become a symbol of everything the Republican Party stands against.
Everyone gets a right to basic health care. We need strong oversight of these banks.
A legal scholar and a consumer advocate turned politician, Warren has branded herself as a champion of the working class and made a career out of standing up to big business. And now that she's officially vying for the Democratic 2020 nomination,
I don't understand why anybody goes to all the trouble of running for president of the United States just to talk about what we really can't do and shouldn't fight for.
the war of words between Warren and Trump is sure to ramp up.
President Trump's actions align with those of authoritarian regimes.
She owes the country an apology.
Despite being painted as an extreme big government leftist by her opposition, Warren wasn't always a liberal lion.
Elizabeth Warren used to be a Republican, actually.
That's Stephen Dennis.
I'm a Senate reporter for Bloomberg. Around the time that Elizabeth Warren switched parties, she became a fierce opponent of a Republican drive to make it much harder to file for bankruptcy. She fought that for a decade. It ended up passing anyways.
While her efforts ultimately failed, her warning calls were heard in 2008.
We're in the midst of a serious financial crisis. Our entire economy is in danger, and without immediate action by Congress, America could slip into a financial panic, and a distressing scenario would unfold.
Professor Warren was tapped to help with oversight in the government bailout.
She would excoriate bankers and their bonuses and their practices.
Why should the U.S. taxpayer alone carry Citi?
She proposed a series of tough regulations, which became the basis for much of the Dodd-Frank financial law. That sort of catapulted her to national stardom, particularly among the progressive left.
Encouraged by her newfound notoriety, Warren declared her bid for the U.S. Senate on September 14, 2011. During the race, her opponent Scott Brown tried to derail Warren by accusing her of falsely claiming Native American heritage, a controversy that earned her the nickname
Pocahontas?
Nevertheless, she was victorious and won the Senate seat by a comfortable margin. And she came in like gangbusters.
I'm really concerned that too big to fail has become too big for trial. We need tough new laws to hold corporate executives personally accountable. No one should be above the law.
She called for Wells Fargo CEO John Stump to resign for fraud, introduced the Bank on Student Loans Fairness Act, and reintroduced the 21st Century Glass-Steagall Act. In 2016, after staying silent during the Democratic primary battle, Warren finally endorsed Hillary Clinton and had some harsh words for candidate Trump.
Donald Trump is a loud, nasty, thin-skinned fraud who has never risked anything for anyone, and that is just one of the many reasons he will never be president of the United States.
But she was wrong.
The forgotten men and women of our country will be forgotten no longer.
Warren wasted no time resisting Trump's agenda.
Have you ever managed or overseen a $1 trillion loan program?
I have not.
How about a $1 billion loan program?
I have not.
Okay.
In the Donald Trump era, Elizabeth Warren has been playing defense and trying to prevent Donald Trump and his cabinet appointees from rolling back protections that she helped enact.
Warren actually found herself rebuked by Mitch McConnell for reading a letter by Coretta Scott King about Jeff Sessions' record on racism during his confirmation.
She was warned. She was given an explanation. Nevertheless, she persisted.
That moment became something that's on T-shirts, bumper stickers, slogans, and that really galvanized a lot of support for her.
We are here to fight back.
Enough of Elizabeth Warren.
Despite millions of dollars funneled to defeat Warren in the 2018 midterms, she handily won her Senate seat again.
Let's say I'm debating Pocahontas, right? I will give you $1 million to your favorite charity, paid for by Trump, if you take the test and it shows you're an Indian.
Hi, this is Elizabeth Warren. Is Dr. Bustamante in, please?
Warren finally put the question of her Native American heritage to rest, hoping to call out Trump on his challenge and beat him at his own game.
The facts suggest that you absolutely have a Native American ancestor in your pedigree.
On Twitter, Warren asked President Trump to donate $1 million to the National Indigenous Women's Resource Center.
Trump himself insists on not taking his offer, or even her, seriously at all.
Mr. President, you said you paid $1 million to charity if she did so.
But that'll change if he actually has to run against her in 2020.
Donald Trump is in full protect Donald Trump mode.
With a progressive cause and a riled-up base, Warren looks ready to fight. And if she does receive the Democratic nomination, Trump is sure to play dirty.
Because we're in the Me Too generation, so I have to be very gentle.
And the question remains whether she can beat the president at his own game when the gloves come off.